Hello everyone, it's Natalie and it's time to do a garden update. Let's check out the lettuce and broccoli that I planted on my other two videos. Let's see how they're doing. Okay, as you can see, I left my tripod for my weight loss update. But anyways, there is my bed, my bed with my broccoli, kale, and cabbage. I'll show you what happened to the cabbage. And there is the lettuce I planted. So let's check that out first. Up front here is the icebergs, those little tiny icebergs I put in, my shadow. I got the sun behind me here. Maybe I'll come this side. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get in there. I want to show you this right here. That is the head forming on the iceberg lettuce right there. And there is the red romaine. So I lost one right here. It was chewed by a squirrel or something, the bottom rotten. And here is my green romaine right here. It's looking good. I got some bugs eating on it, so I'm going to spray it with neem oil and Castile soap. And I'll show a how-to video on how to do that. So I'm not going to spray them until I have time to fill that for you. But, you know, it's organic. You're going to have little chompers. You just got to get on top of it. Okay? So there is the red and green romaine. It's ready to eat. Right? It's a big head. I could pluck that and make one salad out of one of them. But what I'll do is take outer leaves and leave the center for salads, and then when the head gets really big, I'll take a whole head, or when it's getting hot, because they'll shoot to seed and then they're bitter and not edible. I'm going to let the icebergs do their thing. I could eat the outer leaves of the iceberg, though, into a salad, or use it as a wrap for a burger or something like that. It's like green leaf lettuce. Yeah. So as you can see, well, you can't because of my shadow. Hold on. It's very bright out here. I hope it's filming okay. That is my oregano. It was big. It was beautiful. I chopped it down this weekend, and I'm dehydrating the oregano. So I chopped it down, and now it's going to regrow. See that? Yeah, it's going to regrow, and I'll have oregano for life. As you can see, its baby's getting big, too. Oregano will take over, so I need to move this baby someday. So let's go to the broccoli and kale. I planted on how to plant broccoli, not broccoli and kale, broccoli and cauliflower. The video on how to plant broccoli and cauliflower. I got to combine these videos because I just don't have the time. This is bright on here. The broccoli's doing very well, besides that one right there in the middle. Let's see if I can close up her. Look at that little sick, sad guy. There's something wrong. Something wrong. Probably, is he in shot? There he is. Probably, if I had to guess, I'm trying to get him in shot. You know, my phone is, oh, there it is. My phone's such a better camera. Anyways, he's sick and sad. The other ones are way bigger, you know. So something's chomped on its roots, or maybe some of the fertilizer got on it. But I ain't giving up on the little guy yet. But here is, these were all planted at the same time. Look at that big old broccoli right here. And that one. And the one on the end here. They're planted at the same time. He's just struggling. And then here is the cauliflower. Right here. And, yeah. It's looking a little wilty right now. It's warm. It's warm out today. And cauliflower likes cold weather. So it did this yesterday. I gave it water and it sprung back. So I'm going to give it some water. cool it down a little bit. But like I said, I never grown cauliflower before, so I just think it's too warm here now for it, or I should have started in February outside. I don't know, but we got a lot of snow, so. And then with the extra broccoli and cauliflower, I did wind up putting in the L bed right here. So I did every other in this bed is broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli. Yeah, broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli. So right here is broccoli, cauliflower. Then I got my lavenders here in the middle. And broccoli. And then that little guy, you cannot see because of my shadow. This little guy right here is getting swallowed up by my husband's potato plants. So, and look at the potatoes. They've been in there since the fall. So they went through the snow and everything. And they sprouted up, looking good. So anyways, not keto potatoes, but my husband loves them. And I do too, homegrown potatoes, there's nothing like it. But it's not keto, so this girl won't be having any potatoes. But I'll certainly give tons away to people. My husband can't eat them all, because I'll show you, he has potatoes growing everywhere. I got some in this, my shadow. I got some of this pot right here that's been there since last fall, and one sprouted up there, right there. Some more potatoes are coming up. Right here is my sage. I'm going to cut this back and dry the leaves, and I'll have my own dried sage, rubbed sage. I store them in vacuum sealed mason jars, and they stay fresh for a very long time. So there is sage, going beautiful. I did nothing. I just planted it last year by seed. It grew. It got covered in snow. It died back and sprang back. Here it is, April, and look how big it is. Doing well. So right here in this little pot, I went and bought cilantro, and then I forgot I got him. So he's been struggling and hasn't got into the pot. Don't do that, poor little guy. He was dried out too. I found him over there behind the kale. And so here's my cabbage and kale that went through the winter. I cut down my kale tops because they were getting really tall and shading out my broccoli in the back. And I dried all the kale. And I grind it up, and I use that as parsley, right? My husband doesn't know he's eating kale. He don't like kale. I don't like kale either, but I hide it in foods that way. So whenever you would use parsley, I use the kale instead. And you can't even tell it's in there, and you're getting the nutrients from it. At least I think so. Anyways, cabbage went to seed, and I cut them down. I try to pull them out. They're going to leave big holes in my bed. So this weekend, I'm going to come out with the shovel, take them out, replace the dirt that's missing, and put the wood chips back on top and plant. So I cut them all down. They were just tall. They went all winter. Look at that, becoming a forest. There is my carrots. And more potatoes along that line. So it goes potatoes, then carrots. That's my husband. Taking my beds up for non-keto stuff in my keto garden. But what you're going to do, the man wants potatoes. So there is red potatoes and gold potatoes in here. We just mix them. So you get Yukon Golds and Pontiac Reds out of here. Very good. Oh, and I think on this end right here is russet potatoes, organic russet potatoes we got at the grocery store. They chitted when we put them in the ground. So then he'll have some bakers too. So here's my carrots close up. They're getting long, but they're still really skinny. I pulled one the other day. So, yeah. But right here is French breakfast radishes. We've been eating on them already. So right in there, it's all my French breakfast radishes, and they're so super sweet. And they're cute. This is why they're called French breakfast radishes. See that white bottom on it? That's a French breakfast radish. And they're super sweet. And then you get that radish bite at the end. You get the sweet first, then the radish bite at the end. Highly recommended to grow. And I have regular radishes. And then I got spinach right there. Red lettuce. Cherry bell radishes right down in there. And then arugula is behind that. And then I got peas coming up. So, there we go. Peas are coming up. And in between the peas is green onions. Got my chive here going to seed. It's going to have purple flowers on it. It's going to be so pretty. And I'm going to collect the seed. It's organic chive. I'm going to collect the seed. And I'll have all the chives I want. I can just throw them out there. They'll grow. But they're very pretty when they bloom. Might show that. Gorgeous. Then my rosemary has gone to flower. And it has this very pretty purple flowers on it. You see that? So pretty. So that's going to go to seed too. That's okay. I can still eat on it. The rosemary. Oh yeah. It's fine. And there's that pot of strawberries that grew through the winter. And it has strawberries on it. Let's see if I can show you. Well, there's strawberry flowers. And then, I think a spider just came down. Oh, bugs. Let's see. I saw a green one. Oh, yeah, right down in there. Right here is a little tiny strawberry starting to grow. So, yeah. Now strawberries soon. Garlic. Right here. They got a little waterlogged, I think. Oh, a little yellow to them, but that's okay. They're doing beautifully. And then here is my peach tree. I cut him down. Well, I trimmed him. You trim stone fruit in the spring and apples in the winter. So I trimmed him not even a month ago. And it had pink blooms all over it and no leaves. And now look at it. It's gorgeous. I will tell you, even though I'm keto, if I get a peach this year, this will be only my second year for this tree. This tree is doing awesome. And it's a self-pollinator, so it doesn't need another tree. But if a peach comes on this tree, you best believe Natalie's having a peach. Oh, yes, I am. It will be a keto cheat day for me. That's the only cheat I was going to allow myself, is if I get a peach or apple on my trees, I'm eating one. Don't judge me. You would too. So back here is my raspberries and blackberries. Or they're black raspberries and red raspberries. This one I thought died last year. That's a red raspberry. And it came back. And it's staying a little dwarf. And that's fine. And his cousin over here. Or his brother. Right there. So they came back. Cool. But here are my black raspberries. They produced last year on their first year. So that's amazing. And there's its twin right here. I have them in tomato cages so it doesn't take over my yard. I don't want thorny vines all over. Oh, and that one right there is a thornless raspberry. Or a thornless blackberry. That's right. See, I don't even know what I got in my yard. That is a thornless blackberry, and I thought it died, and that's why it's little. So is that one. So we got thorny black raspberries, these two tall ones, and thornless down here. So it'd be interesting if I finally get some out of that. I will put cages around that those short ones if they get tall. So that's pretty much it, my garden tour. Oh, remember, if you watched my video that the snow didn't kill my garden, or it did kill my garden, I have both. I showed you my artichoke, and it was pretty much dead, right? Well, I took off the dead, left what was alive, and look at him. My artichoke didn't die. And he has a brother over there, too, that didn't die. But look, that was that scrawny. It had one little tiny green leaf of life on it, and I left it on it and took all the rest of dead off of it, and there it is. What didn't come back is my stevia. I cut it down and dried it last year, and so I'm guessing I can't do that with stevia. So I'll probably go get another plant. That one I'm not growing from seed because I only want one of them. And if you're wondering, yeah, the leaves are super sweet. Just throw them in your tea. It does taste like stevia, though. So, and then here's that pot of flowers. There's a rosemary in the middle here. I just threw a bunch of flower seeds in here last year, and a rosemary in the middle. And there's some oregano right over here growing. So it's just a mixture of things. I had sunflowers in it. My blueberries are going crazy. These are blueberries. Look at. See all those? Those are going to be blueberries. Just loaded. Just loaded. And this is only second year. I have plants over there that are 3 years old and not producing like this. This is a good plant. Blueberries everywhere. And then there's the other artichoke. And it had even, my end shot, even had less on it last year. I mean, after the winter. So, yeah. There's my garden. My strawberries here that I planted under my Japanese maple are just taking over. Look, they came down here. They're growing down here in my gravel. Look, and even flowering. I'm just going to let them go. I'll make sure I have a walk path, though. But they went up my rock, and they're under my tree there. Look at that. Look, they're on the side of the rock right there. Yeah. They just took over. That's cool. I'm okay with that, and I got tons of strawberries up there, too. I won't show you all that. It's just more pots of strawberries. Look like this. Different types. I have the towers and all that stuff. But yeah, that's my garden update. Hope you enjoyed my garden update. I forgot to film the outro out there, so I'm filming this on my laptop. So I hope you like and subscribe. There'll be more garden updates, and maybe I'll show you how to dehydrate herbs and stuff like that. I got a lot of sage to do, so comment below. Do you want to know how to dry sage? Do you know how to dry sage? Let me know. All right. Till next time. Bye.